I already listened to this Kendrick album twice. When my wife gets home, we finna listen to it again. On my first playthrough, there was two songs that really stood out to me. One, Man at the Garden, and two, Reincarnated. Man at the Garden, that song is dope. Every time I say it's my favorite song, I hear the next song and I'm like, nah, this is fire too. But it's definitely one of my favorite songs on the album. What caught my attention on that song, that last verse of that album, I don't know why, it just gives me Nas One Mic vibes. And Nas is one of my favorite artists. One Mic was one of my favorite songs. The next song after that is Hey Now, which straight up fire, got that Cali sound to it, loved it, had me up, excited, dancing and stuff. But then after that is Reincarnated. I really like that song. The whole entire song is dope. But of course, what caught my attention with that song is the very first verse. He came out sounding like Pac. Even how the song started, when that beat dropped, I thought I was about to hear Casey and JoJo singing the hook to How Do You Want It. But yeah, man, those two songs so far are like the standout songs for me on the album. But the whole album to me is gas. No skips for me.
I'm not even finished the first song, but I noticed something. Y'all see this album cover, right? This is the album cover for The Carter 2 by Lil Wayne. At this point in the album, I'm not sure if it's a shot or paying respect, but I think it might be a shot because he did address the Super Bowl a little bit in the beginning. But it also could be him like telling Lil Wayne he still respects him and he's still inspired by his work. I don't fucking know. I'm not even finished. I'm right here with the song, so give me some time.
See, y'all don't understand. Kendrick just dropped an album on 11/22/24. See, that's 11/22/24. You gotta add them, because the 1/1 added together, that's 2. But the 2 added together, that's 4. So you get 2/4/24. But let's go deeper. You gotta add it all up, because the 1/1, that's 2, plus the 2/2, which is the 4. So it's the 4 plus the 2, which equals 6, plus the 2/4. The 2/4 added up, that's 6. Put it all together, that's 12. And how many tracks are on the album? 12. And what's also 12? The Police. So if you spell it out, police, that's POLICE. That's 6 letters, half of 12 that he's showing he's coming to dismantle half of the police force. You gotta wake up.
The release date of Kendrick Lamar's album was intentionally set to 11/22, the same day John F. Kennedy was assassinated, to send a message. Kendrick Lamar is assassinating his opponents. The title to Kendrick Lamar's new album, GNX, is a multiple entendre. GNX or Gen X is paying homage to Generation X because it was a generation that came before Kendrick that influenced some of his social and cultural landscapes. He raps about the GNX is a 1987 Buick, one of the greatest American cars of all time. The fastest U.S. production car at the time. Faster than the Ferrari. It could go from 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. Yes, Kendrick Lamar is saying he's the best. 1987 was also the only year that they made the GNX. What year was Kendrick born? You guessed it, 1987. The GNX was only made in one color, black. Kendrick Lamar often celebrates black excellence and pride. I'm thinking Pulitzer Prize.
You know, Kendrick Lamar secretly told us he was going to be dropping his new album GNX all the way back in March. We didn't know this yet, but Kendrick Lamar actually made a post about his new album GNX on his Finsta, where he showed off the car that was used for the album cover. And it also looks like, since he had GNX planned out months ago, it looks like he planned the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef as well. Because Kendrick Lamar will make this post about his new album on March 19th. You know what dropped on March 22nd? The song Like That. And after that, we would get the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, where we get songs like Euphoria, as well as 616 in LA, Meet the Grams, and then Not Like Us. Then Kendrick Lamar would have the pop out, as well as drop the Not Like Us music video as well. And after that, Kendrick Lamar would be announced as the person who's headlining the Super Bowl halftime performance next year, and then he would drop the song It's Time to Let the Party, You Know the Rest. A few months after that, Kendrick Lamar would surprise everyone and drop his new album GNX, and it looks like Kendrick Lamar might have planned this thing the whole time.
Drake, please tell me it's not true, bruh. You was offering people Bitcoin to get information on Kendrick, bruh? Bitcoin? It's crazy because if they would have took the Bitcoin, they'd be up crazy right now. So actually, that was a good offer. But god damn, you was desperate as hell for that information, bruh. Bitcoin?
I'm sorry, Kendrick said Brody feel like he entitled because he knew me since a kid. Bro, I'd cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. That is objectively hilarious. He said, I don't care if we were friends since we were children, I would cut my grandmother off. Who are you to me? Who? I'm gonna be saying that one line over and over for the next couple of weeks. Oh my god.
Mr. Morale is gone. Introduced to Mr. Menace. Yeah, I'm sorry, Wayne. I'm sorry my success let you down. You'll be alright. Snoop, I seen you post Taylor Made. I thought you was high, but it's all good. Turn that TV off, because I deserve it all. I'm reincarnated.
Yo, not that y'all asked for it, but I just listened to the Kendrick album in full with my eyes closed on my parents' couch. I'm out here house sitting for them while they're out in the Galapagos checking out iguanas and turtles. But yo, I just want to say it feels good. Actually, it feels holistic that when a great album drops and it stops your day from all the unnecessary noise, all this doom scroll subpar content that we're unfortunately addicted to and consume to pass time. Being able to do this ritual of closing your eyes, staying still, and enjoy an album from top to finish without skipping a song, playing back a verse to dissect what was said, catching all the nuances, the entendres, recognizing the samples, the flows. You know, it's a wonderful feeling. And I just want to say, you know, the culture of hip hop, music, rap, the intersection of it all, whatever you want to call it, it needs this. Yeah, like I'm certainly biased. You know what I mean? I've been a fan of Kendrick since Overly Dedicated, when he dropped that record with Janae Aiko, the one where in the music video is like a time lapse of Tokyo skyline. I did his first interview with Complex back in 2010. I gave his album Good Kid, Mad City a XXL rating. You know what I mean? I remember listening to Cartoons and Cereal for the first time and realizing that, yo, there's a new level of rap as an art form that can be unlocked beyond what, you know, Hove, Nas, and Wayne have accomplished. Yeah, so I say all this to say, thank you, Kendrick, for real, for continuing to work. You know, GNX is righteous. You know, I can't wait to run it back a few more times today and throughout the weekend. All right, peace and blessings. Go check out that album.
Talk to these motherfuckers.
So Kendrick just dropped an album. I gave it a first listen, and I want to give like some surface level thoughts and observations that I had, and then spin back later to give more detailed thoughts about different songs and concepts. First of all, let's start with the title. This is the 1987 Buick Grand National Experimental. This car has been featured in classic media like LA Takedown, Fast and Furious, and Miami Vice. It feels like the perfect title because this car screams LA like the project screams LA, and it's from 1987. And throughout the project, I noticed a lot of late 80s R&B influences, as well as classical guitar and Spanish ballads, and of course G-Funk. Of course, Kendrick being Kendrick, there's even more to it. Kendrick was born in 1987. This car has been on the market since 1987, so in that way it seems like there's some comparison being made between him and the car itself. Keeping with that late 80s feeling, I heard a lot of this joint. This is the Roland Jupiter 8, as well as some other synths that are really indicative of that time period. Without getting too in detail about the track list, can we just say, thank God. Thank God this man doesn't make music for social media, because I feel like we're so used to hearing these snippets of songs that get everyone hyped, and then the track drops and the rest is just a 2-pack of ass. The song is good, and I'm really glad. I'm going to be playing this a lot. Lots of themes of reincarnation on this project. You see him take on a Tupac flow at several points, and also give a story from the perspective of a past life. I'm going to listen to it some more and then come back with more thoughts, but I will say on the first track, he makes it super clear that this is not for lyricists. Fuck a double entendre, I want y'all to feel this shit. And I feel like that's the energy he carries throughout the whole project. So I'm not going to try to overanalyze every single bar. I think it's more about the vibes he's channeling, the influences he's pulling in, and just making music that's going to stick with people and be part of their lives. And I anticipate that a lot of these songs will do exactly that.
I'm in the middle of my first listen of Kendrick Lamar's GNX. I'm literally halfway through. I'm 6 songs through. And thus far, like, this is such an interesting album for Kendrick. For me, as a person who, like, loves Kendrick's albums. Because I'm trying to find the through line. I know what the through line is emotionally, and I know the point he's trying to make. He always has a tendency to, like, take that through line and, like, ramp it up. Good Kid, we get the voiceovers. It's a short film, right? To Pimp a Butterfly, we get I Remember You Was Conflicted, the poem that plays throughout. In Damn, we get the story of Kung Fu Kenny and kind of this journey towards God of this, wandering prophet. And Mr. Morale, we get these therapy sessions. I'm just trying to figure out what it is for this. And that's part of the promise. I'm going into this trying to figure out what it is. So far, like, Man at the Garden, like, I feel like I want to listen to that every day and, like, say it as my own affirmations. But Whacked Out Murals, I had to, like, rewind a bunch of times. I had to pause and rewind and be like, what did he say? But this is the first moment I've been like, it's reincarnated. And he's sounding like Tupac. So I'm going to start the song over and listen to what he's saying. But I'm just really curious as to, like, there is something that he's trying to communicate. I just want to find out what it is. And also just enjoying the album itself. So I'll come back. You all know we're in for a weekend of this. But Kendrick Lamar dropped GNX, and let's go.
I can't even cap because Kendrick Lamar is just on a whole nother level, dog. All the rest of you 35, 34, 37-year-old kids that's rapping about the same shit you was doing when you was 12 and 13 and 17, 18 years old, hang it up, cuz. You got kids now, cuz. Hang it up, cuz. All that's over with. All that cat gangster rap when you got 401ks and managers and all that stuff, just hang it up, man. The game is over, man. Kendrick Lamar is the greatest artist of this generation, dog. It's not even close, man. Salute to Kendrick, man. You killing it, you changing the game, and you inspiring other rap artists to really be lyrical. Don't nobody want to hear about you selling dope, cuz we all got cousins and brothers that sold dope. That ain't nothing new, bro. You do not get a trophy for doing it. You old as hell. Stop talking about that old shit, man. Grow up, man, and be the grown man you are. Kendrick, you the GOAT.
K-Dot, listen. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate this so much. Number one, you are the king of unexpected surprises. Okay, we love an unexpected drop. You are the king of that. You have mastered that. We love that. Okay? Whacked Out Murals. First of all, the disrespect coming into this album is diabolical. Diabolical. And I love every piece of it. From Gemini to Gemini. I ate this up. Oh yeah, I ate this up. Kendrick said anybody can motherfucking get it. And I don't give a fuck. And I love that for you. I love that for you. Then he gave us the broccoli little snippet. We named it broccoli. Ain't nobody, he didn't call it broccoli. It's called Squabble Up. And Squabble Up. When I say I feel real West Coast, I really do. And I'm not from the West Coast at all, from DC. But it don't even matter because I'm an honorary West Coast member when that shit come on. Okay? Now, on like a couple other more tracks on here, he had Mustard on the beat, ho, with TV off, fire. Okay? I like Man at the Garden. Okay? I love that motherfucking track. Heart Part 6. I love how he and everybody was just like, fuck Drake in his version. Okay? Because he don't know what he doing. And then he gave us SWV sample. Come on now. And then Reincarnated is giving Tupac reincarnated. Like shit. With the sample and the flow. I ate that up. I love Tupac. Gemini to Gemini to Gemini. Okay? It's just a Gemini party out this motherfucker. And I'm just happy to be one. You understand? Then we got SZA features. Love that. We got some West Coast features. Some people I've never heard of. And I'm here for that. Okay? Because one thing K-Dot gonna do is put you on. And we love somebody that's going to reach back and grab a hand and pull them up. We love that, okay? TV off with Mustard on the beat. Fire, okay? I like the Gloria track too. to close off the album. Man, I done already listened to this album 3 times. And I still don't feel like I've grasped everything that he's trying to say. So this weekend is going to be one for the books. It's rainy and cloudy outside here in DC. And he's bringing some sunshine into my life. You brought the Sunshine Clark sisters. Do you understand? I'm living for all of this, okay? That means I get more reaction videos. I'm about to just binge reaction videos and just enjoy this. And then the snippet that he gave us before he dropped the fucking album is a whole nother song that's not even on the album. So can we expect more music? Like, K-Dot, listen. I'm overwhelmed in the best ways possible. If we get another album or some other music between now and the Super Bowl, honestly, I just can't. I just can't. Y'all, let me know what you think about the album in these comments. I'm living my best life right now. This is already starting to be an amazing Friday. It's up.
So when Drake dropped his diss track on Kendrick, Snoop instantly posted it to his Instagram, and a lot of people were wondering why. Obviously, there's a lot of history behind Snoop Dogg and Kendrick, and a lot of other West Coast dudes at the time weren't really supporting that song like Snoop was. This man was in a bonnet, jamming to that motherfucker. Fast forward to today, he drops his surprise album and tells us how that made him feel.
Turned me to an Eskimo, I drew the line in decimal. Snoop toasted, tailor-made, I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it, it was only right for me to let it go.
Snoop Dogg really do be high sometimes, though. Like, if I was him, I wouldn't even be tripping. I'd be like, oh, you was high as hell. Kendrick also responds to Lil Wayne because Lil Wayne was saying he felt a little salty about not being picked for the Super Bowl. People are saying this is a diss. I think it's more of Kendrick just telling Lil Wayne he still looks up to him and still respects him.
You can't take it, used to both.
We already some people trying to call him sensitive. Other people are just saying that he's just trying to talk his talk. Let me know what you guys think about this. Regardless, we got a new album. Kind of have to sit with the music, listen to the lyrics, fill out the vibes before we come to like an actual conclusion. Be sure to comment below and follow for more.
I might be a little delusional, and that's okay. I'll stand in my delusion. But what if I told y'all I have a feeling that GNX by Kendrick Lamar, it's not an official album, but it's more so of a mixtape. Walk with me for a second. GNX is unlike any of Kendrick's other albums. It's truly cohesively a love letter to West Coast hip hop and like the culture. But there's a lot of it that reminds me of Untitled Unmastered. They're not necessarily throwaway cuts, but like none of the songs really transition into each other, and that's not a big reason. But I also feel like it's interesting that Euphoria, Meet the Gram, 616 in LA, Not Like Us isn't on this project at all. In fact, Kendrick did an actual teaser before this project drops, and that's like a song that's not on this project at all. To me, I feel like Kendrick was like, let me let y'all know how I'm feeling post-rap beef, but before I do the Super Bowl performance, I got more on the way. Am I delusional? That's fine.
Kendrick Lamar just made some history, but before we talk about that, I need you to do me a favor. Drop your favorite song off the new GNX album in the comments. What is your favorite song, gang? Because it's a toss-up for me right now, but I'm really leaning TV off. Like I told my mans, once that came on, yo, that beat switch, my star! Yo, I locked in, but Kendrick Lamar's GNX reaches #1 on the US Apple Music charts. It becomes the fastest rap album of 2024 to reach #1. It did so in 4.5 hours. Again, this was a surprise drop. Nobody knew. You know, usually people wait till 12 till an album drop, 12 a.m. on the East Coast, 9 p.m. on the West Coast when the albums drop. This shit dropped at like 11:30 a.m. on a Friday morning. Like nobody knew it was coming. Allegedly, not even the fucking distribution label Interscope knew that he was dropping the album. He just sent it to them and said, yo, drop that. That's fucking crazy. And it's #1 already, gang. I'm not gonna lie. People working overtime to try to hate on this album. Like they working like endlessly to try to hate on this album. I seen a nigga say, yo, man, there's only like 3, 4, maybe 6 good songs on the album. This shit ass. Bro, it's 11 songs. It's 44 minutes long. If you like 6 songs,
and it just came out, so nothing had the opportunity to grow on you. I hate to break it to you, buddy, but you probably like the album, gang. No matter how hard you trying to hate on it, you just openly admitting to liking the album. But until next time, I'm out of here, man. Make sure you hit the follow bar, follow the backup account, linked in the caption, linked in the bio. You shitting me?
I don't even care. I'm doing a video for every song on the Kendrick album today. Track 6, Reincarnated. Whew, a doozy and a half. More the Spanish at the beginning. I don't know if it's a song or a poem. I haven't cracked it. I think it was something like Our Eyes at Night. Something about Our Eyes at Night. We're going to jump right into the sample. It's a Tupac sample. Some samples don't fit well, but this sample seems to fit flawlessly. Song's great. It's about 3 different lives of incarnation. He rides through like 3 different lives, one of which he references the Chitlin circuit, and I think I'm gonna have to make a video explaining what that is. But it's super well thought out, like written story. He told 3 stories in like 4.5 minutes. Also, can I just say I love that they're not like 2-minute songs. Like we have 3, 4, 5-minute songs. I feel like I'm getting full songs. I don't care how short the album is. There's a big talent with this song in making you feel. And not like just a feeling, but like you feel the story. Well done again. All right, I'm on to the next song. I'll be back after I listen to it. Tell me your thoughts on this one. Man in the Garden? I haven't even heard the rest of the album. Guarantee you this is the best song. This is the song. 78% of this song feels like it's affirmations. Like it just, it just feels like affirmations and like what you deserve. But like, this is fantastic. Kendrick. Can you please stop cutting trees down? Kendrick Lamar released an album. Priorities. I don't know how he managed to make a song almost braggadocious with feeling not at all like bragging, just what he deserves. And then at the very end of the song, he does like that alien voice bits like sped up, and you start to hear like a different tone and a different movement in the words. And the bass. Oh, even the last bit of bass after all the words, there's just a section of like, That's the sound of bass in my head. I don't know how to do it with my mouth. Oh man, this is gonna be the crowd favorite. I'm calling it now. 4 songs in, this is it. Also, lyric of the day, how it annoys me that the lames can speak. I think that was the quote. Oh man, that's gonna be a caption.